Who of you wants to tell me about the aurora borealis, what it means for yourself and what you did here in your family and everything? Yeah, please, yeah.
How do you say it?
Aurora borealis.
Or the Northern Lights. Northern Lights.
Oh, yeah.
Did you know about Northern Lights? You know,
Mhm.
the same thing, Northern
Yeah,
Lights.
back home we have a lot of those.
And where's home for you?
Rankin.
Rankin
Inlet. You know it. It's like, when I was a kid, I just always liked to go out and play because you could see all the nice colors just dancing, right? And when we were kids growing up, there was like cousins and friends of mine when we were just little kids, right? Going out at night. And she's like, if you whistle so loud and make the northern lights go brighter, and if it comes lower, then, you know, there was like a legend kind of like, I mean, it's just kids, you know, like, oh, if you whistle loud enough and it'll come closer, and if it comes closer, then use your zipper to scare them off, and, you know, like, it was quite fun back then, you know, like, I don't know, be so afraid to go out because of the northern lights, right? So, it's cool.
Mm. How old were you when you experienced? 8, 9. But if the aurora broke up very late in the night, did your parents wake the children?
No. The children would be up running around anyway late at night. Parents would be home. Like, a lot of kids out there.
And kids were excited.
Well, just because it's nice, you know, like when the northern lights are out, it makes it more peaceful at night to be out, you know, calm, nice colors, you know.
And did you hear your parents tell you stories about
Well,
the old times?
yeah, sometimes. Yeah, they usually tell legends and say, like, if you don't, there was another one, but I barely remember what it is, but it's like you could get your head chopped off, you know, like from the northern lights. It's like, no. Even with stars, like when you see a falling star, they're like, oh, you see a falling star, it's going to land on your head. You don't make a wish fast enough. It's just kid stuff, you know. But
Mm. Did you ever write what you
no,
have?
but maybe if I get all the stories straight, maybe, yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Did you want to share something?
I'm just having a weird moment right now.
Carol, do you have any stories about the aurora borealis? No?
Well, back in the day in my community, where I'm from is from Rayetzel. Right now they call it a districal. And when we used to go out and play, we used to like whistle really loud, just as what Robin said. And as soon as it gets like really bright and then it goes down, like our elders just say clap your hands and, you know, like scare it away and stuff. But with my grandpa and grandma, like they used to say like our ancestors were up there and the animals and whatnot. So like whenever I see the northern lights, like I always pray to them. And I just like started getting back to my culture and going on dances and like being out in the land, going for long walks, praying to the trees and whatnot. And just last April, I think, that's where I met my boyfriend right now. And we went for long walks. This was like when it was getting colder and stuff, and we went on ice. Well, there was still water, there was like a bunch of ice, and they were like floating around stuff. And we were just like talking, saying how much we care about each other, and how we're both like getting back to our ancestors' ways and whatnot. And all of a sudden, just out of nowhere, there's like a really, really, really beautiful, bright northern lights that just were just dancing around us. Like we were just like standing right close together, and we just looked up. There's beautiful, just perfect circle around us. So I asked him if he wanted to pray, and he did. And I prayed to myself, and if we like pray and ask for things, like things that's selfish or anything, that's gonna eventually happen. So what I asked for on that day was for us to have to be with each other for a really long time, and like later on down the road, if we're ready, then to give us a child. So like right now I'm pregnant, so I think that's what's happening right now. So I believe my ancestors and grandfathers and grandmothers are up there and they listen to me. So that's my story of the Northern Lights and how beautiful they were that day. So that's a special moment for me.
Oh, good. Good luck.
Blessing.
Thank
That's my story.
you.
It's really, really
After
yeah.
grazie. We say thank you, we say grazie.
Growing up, to me, like I never knew I wasn't brought up around my culture. I'm up around the Nubik. I was raised here in Yellowknife. And when growing up, we see the Northern Lights. We used to, the elders used to say, when they come down, when you whistle, they come down closer to you. And you feel a little eerie, happy, and sad all at the same time. You can feel that because it's something, it's powerful. And then growing up, you hear all different things, of how the elders say, it's someone coming back to you, asking for forgiveness, or they're coming back saying that they're happy where they are. And then when you whistle, you bring them closer, and it gets scary, especially like when I was in bush lots. You whistle and you bring them closer, they're coming down closer and closer to you. And it's scary, but also a nice feeling inside that you could bring them, that you got the power to bring it down to you. That's how I felt about it, that I could bring it down closer to me, but I could also send it away.
Interesting.
So it's all like
Yeah.
each one of us, we had like smaller powers.
Different way. And it gives me a sense of calm inside, like everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. Because I spent a lot of time on the land by myself. It's a good feeling.
Good feeling.
We're lucky up here, like we can see that all the time.
Sure.
We take that for granted. That, just like the Japanese, they come up here and they come up here to see that. And they try to have a child underneath the Northern Lights.
Yeah, that's what the reason why they come here. They come here for the culture and
Their culture.
to
Have a
see
boy.
what up north is and to experience the cold, I think. But what my family said and what other people in town say, the reason why they come here is to conceive a son underneath the Northern Lights or something. And I haven't seen anybody do that, but it's probably true. But yeah, that's like crazy. And like different cultures and different people have their own beliefs, and that's a pretty crazy and interesting one to
Sure.
try to conceive under the lights and pray.
Yeah. Did you know that's very...
Everyone has a different belief. Every culture has a different belief. But inside, we all have our own belief what it is. You don't have to say it, but as long as you believe it, that it's there for you for a reason, then you keep that with you.
Yeah, but...
Because it's something that, it's there, it's not gone. It's not gone forever. It's always it can always come back. Whenever you want it to come back.
About
Go
what?
to Marble Island, like an island,
Mm-hmm.
home in Rankin.
Mm.
It's, I forgot how many miles away from town is, but
Mm-hmm.
this lady years and years ago, they were like starving back then, you know, like it's her grandson or husband or those guys, whoever they're camping around with, would go out hunting and bring back food because they're all getting ill and not eating well, right? And so these people left her, like she was an old lady and she couldn't help herself, and so she was like left to die there because they couldn't help her, and so they left her there, and then she was saying that if they leave, then she'll die where she is, but it was in an island, and so they left, and she made a curse that whoever goes on an island without crawling because something was wrong with her legs or something, and so she started crawling. I mean, well, she was crawling because of her knees. I don't know what happened, but she made a curse that whoever steps on the island has to crawl first. If not, something bad will happen, or they'll die before they're ready to die. So she cursed it and just turned the whole island into marble.
Ooh.
So even to this day, like around the island, like it's pretty cold back home. Like the ice is thicker than here.
Right.
And so around the island, it's just water. I don't know, it's been always like that. Like I've traveled since I was a little girl. Like always go there by boat, but never by machine, like a snowmobile.
Right.
Can't, so it was always mostly boat. I
Marble.
should have brought some rocks.
Wow, that'd be nice. Nice story.